You are now watching Cyrus Speaks. What's good, everybody? Welcome to Cyrus Speaks. I am your host, Cyrus Haru, and this episode of my podcast today is going to be about why is there an attack on conscious creators. I think right now what's happening is the powers that be, they know that people are kind of fed up with how things have been going because it's not working, and they know it's not working. And you have people out here who start to voice their opinion, voice their perspective on things, and voice potential solutions. And the powers that be, man, they like the way that things are going right now, because they're the ones benefiting from it. They benefit from dysfunction. They benefit from people being distracted. They benefit from people's negligence, and they don't want that that run to come to an end. So they target people who have information that they're willing to give to society that could open their eyes. They target them, and they want to put a lid on what they're trying to do. Just to be able to, keep their narrative going. It's weird because it's like we went from just a year ago having a lot of conscious creators putting out content left and right that was starting to move the ball forward. You had a lot of these people, doing a lot of good things, opening a lot of people's eyes. To now, they're nowhere to be found. They're in the wind. I feel like it's just me now. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even really been doing it for real, like that long. I don't even have the fan base that a lot of these guys had. And it really feels like a ghost town now. Like it's weird. Like I thought, when I really started getting into the podcast game and start putting out content information, I thought it was gonna be a lot of other people here, people I'd be able to network with, a lot of people that I watched that I was influenced by. And unfortunately, man, through a weird twist of events or twist of fate, none of them are really relevant anymore, or they're dealing with real issues. I mean, like I think about people like, these are some of the people that I watched, man, and, just really enjoyed their content. People like Brother Polite, he's dealing with a whole scandal type situation. I'm hoping that those allegations ain't true. It'll hurt if that is, man, because man, he put me on game about a lot of stuff, man. The information that he had out there, man, was powerful. A lot of stuff in the finance world that he said, man, that really helped me, see things from a different angle, and approach stuff different. Another dude, young Pharaoh, those two, they kind of had some friction, but nonetheless, they both was, in the conscious community around the same time. He's had a lot going on, young Pharaoh, ever since, he got involved with, the person he was involved with, they split and things really just start hitting the fan. I don't know the real background on the story, so I don't know. I'm not going to speak on it. I don't want to blow back on what I'm trying to do, but, he just ain't never been the same, man. Like the content he started putting out, man, it's like different. You could tell he different. Some people say he got drugged. Some people said, that, he I guess like might have had a mental break or something, but something happened. The brother, you could tell something's going on, man, mentally. And I hope he bounced back, man, because he put me on a lot of conscious information, stuff about my people's history, that I didn't really know about, and help really usher me into the conscious community for real. He's one of the first conscious creators that I really watched, I mean, a lot of these guys, man. Who else? Well, Dr. Umar, I'm actually cool with him, man. Met him a couple times, man. Good dude. You know, um, he also put out a lot of great information. A lot of his books, very powerful information inside of them. But it's a lot of controversy, revolving around him, and people just not having like hope in his vision, for multiple reasons. I talked to the brother. He's very intelligent, got a lot of good ideas and things that he feels could help change our society, man, especially for people in our community. And we agreed on a lot of things, man. So I'm hoping that he gets the chance to make a lot of that stuff come true. But I feel like the algorithms have like kind of slowed down the momentum on a lot of his content. Who else? Rizza Islam. I seen that right now I think currently he's incarcerated, for stuff that he's being investigated on, and I'm hoping that none of this stuff is true. I'm hoping that he himself is released and is able to get back to sharing the content and just changing things for our community. Kevin Samuels, I feel like he himself was about to really blow up. He was taking things to a whole nother level, man. He really opened the door to the manosphere, and really opened the conversation about black relationships, where we're headed if we don't really buckle down and focus on having a structured family unit, for our future. Him passing away, man, it never sat right with me. Regardless of what people say, regardless of what the toxicology reports, resulted in, I still think that there was some level of conspiracy behind his death. I'm still ruling it as a murder, until I see opposing information that just makes me 100% okay, with accepting his death as it just being an untimely death. Cause for me, man, and I around that time I wanted to make a podcast, man, but I ain't have it in me. Luckily I got back around to it. I feel like someone like me might have to, carry the baton, from here. Not saying I'm trying to be like any of those guys, but I do want to bring, some new ideas and perspectives to the world, and especially to my community, because I feel like us as a community, we're very limited on the information, very limited on our outlook on things, and I want to be that person that helps to change that, and just to double back, to Kevin Samuels, rest in peace to him. I wanted to do a tribute aspect, to his life and legacy behind his rise in these YouTube streets, as he would call it. In a short window of time, man, I watched this brother transform from just being a dude, just doing, random videos on YouTube, giving out advice to guys and girls, to actually being somebody talked about on the world stage. And it happened in a blink, and it's definitely inspirational to me, to see it happen. And he wasn't doing anything derogatory. He wasn't rapping, he wasn't dunking a ball or something, like he was just giving out information, and I think that's something our community's been missing for quite a while now. There really hasn't been anybody to captivate people's attention like that in quite a while, and in that way, and actually get people to start doing something about their lives. He had men, making that effort to get more money and work better, like work harder on their dreams and get back on their purpose, get back focused. He had women, deciding, hey, like enough is enough, like maybe you should slow it down, maybe it doesn't need to be hot girl summer every summer. He really got people back focused on the things that are important, because it's very easy to get distracted. It's very easy to get, led astray, from what you really intend on doing with your life, so I have massive respect for him for that. I know a lot of people, see him as a controversial dude, but ultimately, a lot of the stuff that he said, it needed to be said. Somebody needed to do it, and he just happened to be the vessel in which that message got through to people, so, rest in peace to him, man, and I'll rest in power, I think his legacy and his ideals will carry on. There'll be other people to be able to, convey some of them same ideas, man, and build off of what he started. But just going back to the main premise of this particular podcast, man. I think they're doing a sweep right now, man. They're getting rid of everybody. Like, I can't tell you the last time I seen anything that was like really impactful, on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. Everything now is just like, it's just entertaining. It's no information being dispensed, and that's dangerous, man. Like, why do I need to know about like the next concert that's coming to the city when my city is being impacted by financial hardships? Why do I need to know about, the next sporting event coming on TV when if I flip the channel, I see that there's a, country at war right now, and it may very well impact our lives, rather physically or financially. I'm gonna tiptoe lightly around that conversation, but for people that's there, they know exactly what I'm saying. It could impact us. You feel me? So yeah, it feels like they don't want people to think critically anymore. They want people to only focus on entertainment, and they'll do the thinking for you. A lot of people like, oh man, that's why, we just need to vote on this person, vote on that person, and they'll take care of this, they'll take care of that. Bro, the power's never been in the politics. It's always been in the people. It's always been in the people. We gotta buckle down and say, hey, enough is enough with all the games and stuff. We want to know what's going on. We want to know what's happening. We need people that's actually speaking on real topics. And even if it's not even topics that's like political or, stuff that's environmental, you just need people talking about real things, man. Maybe some stuff that, can help you reevaluate your life, reevaluate your goals, set some new goals, make plans for your future, there's just a lot that we need to focus on that I feel like is being buried because they're now using algorithms to stop certain content creators from, reaching the masses. Because back in the day, people used to have to go and do an actual speech out in the street, and they might get a turnout of, a couple thousand, maybe 10,000 people. That's a lot back then. But now you can post something and get 1 million views. You can get 1 billion people looking at what you're talking about. That's massive. That's impactful, dog. Like, and they know that. And shoot, man, they might be looking at me right now, Well, I keep hitting this mic. But yeah, they might be looking at me right now, and it's worrisome, like all the people in the conscious community, we know that, when you upload content like this, bro, it's a little nerve wracking, because you know that you might be putting yourself on a chopping block. I hope that's not the case, man. I want to stick around. I want want people to be able to get the information, man. It's so much that we need to evaluate in our lives, that without people like me, without people like them, it might not cross our minds, so yeah, like I said, man, it's scary, like I said, these YouTube streets is like a ghost town, man. Like, there's no noise, there's nothing happening, and there's a lot of other content creators that I watch as well, man. Anybody that I watch on the regular that I forgot, I apologize. You out there, you're doing your thing, keep doing your thing, if they ain't got to you yet, but yeah, I feel like they put a lot of salt in the game, rather they're intentionally doing stuff or indirectly doing stuff to stop people from reaching out. Either way, it's very damaging and it's toxic. So I'm leaving it to you, the viewers. Try to download as much of people's content as possible before they try to scrub it from the internet, because that's what's coming next. They don't want y'all to get no information, man. They want y'all to be asleep, and they want you to be sedated, okay? You need to wake up, realize that it's really going down right now. 1984 is today. Don't let that go over your head. So, but yeah, that's it, man. That's my convo for today, man. Definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, reach out to me, as long as I'm here, man. I'm going to try to do as much as I can and get as much info to y'all as possible. All right, man. Talk to y'all later. Peace.